There now to our top political story tonight, and it's coming from the Battle of Delhi once again. The most scathing attack launched on the Aam Aadmi Party, this time from one of its own. The biggest donor and patron of the AAP is Shanti Bhushan, the Supreme Court lawyer, speaking to Rahul Kanwal of Headlines Today, has demanded that Kejriwal step down as convener of the Aam Aadmi Party, alleging that he has gone astray and led the party off its original track. Interestingly, Bhushan was all praise for Kiran Bedi, saying that BJP had pulled off a masterstroke and saying that Bedi was his first choice as CM and Kejriwal his last. Listen in to what Shanti Bhushan said.
Do you believe one of the changes that should be put in place is to find a leader apart from Kejriwal?
Yes, another convener, a different convener.
You think that's required?
Yes,
Why?
that is for this reason. A convener who has gone astray, who starts claiming that his voice has to prevail in respect to the majority in the committee, has to be. That means he is.
But will the party not fall apart if Arvind Kejriwal is no longer at the helm?
You see, most people feel that since Arvind Kejriwal has been projecting himself from the very beginning.
The voters of Delhi, sir, have a choice. They have Kiran Bedi on the one side, Arvind Kejriwal on the other, and then there is Ajay Maken. Who out of these three in your long political experience would make the best chief minister?
I think the choice will have to be between Ajay Maken and Kiran Bedi, because Ajay Maken has a lot of administrative and political acumen. So far as Kiran Bedi is concerned, her track record suggests that she would give a very honest government to Delhi. I can't say the same thing about Ajay Maken, because Congress has been a party to such massive corruption in recent years that it is difficult to imagine a Congress without corruption. And I don't personally know Ajay Maken as well that I could say that he would also be totally honest if he becomes chief minister. So far as Arvind is concerned, Arvind has also a track record as a crusader against corruption. So if he becomes chief minister, I can rely on him.
That was Shanti Bhushan. What does his son and another Aam Aadmi Party key member, Prashant Bhushan, have to say? Is the AAP split wide open between the Bhushans and Kejriwal? Listen in to what Prashant Bhushan had to say. Let's go straight across to Prashant Bhushan to find out where he stands on this controversy that is bubbling all the time. Prashant Bhushan, please tell us, how do we interpret what your father, one of the founders of the Aam Aadmi Party, a patron of the Aam Aadmi Party, has to say when he says that Arvind Kejriwal must step down as convener? He has gone astray.
You see, Rajdeep, these are issues which are internal to the party, which would have to be discussed within the party. These are not issues which at least I am going to discuss publicly.
But it's all out in the open now. It's out in the open, and it seems almost as if you're gagged. The thing is that it's out in the open. Even when asked a specific question, who should be the chief ministerial candidate, he said Kiran Bedi 1, Ajay Maken 2, Mr. Kejriwal 3. So clearly this is no longer an internal matter. If it was internal, then why did your father speak out? As a result, hasn't it caused huge embarrassment to the Aam Aadmi Party on the eve of this big election?
Well, I don't think that he should have spoken out publicly about these issues. Whatever, I mean, we respect his personal views. He is entitled to have his personal views. We are entitled to disagree. Some of us are entitled to disagree with him. But in any case, these are issues which are internal issues within the party, which would have to be discussed.
You don't share them?
Internal organs of the party.
You don't share them, Prashant Bhushan? You don't believe that Arvind Kejriwal should step down as convener, that Arvind Kejriwal is not the right person to be chief minister of Delhi?
No, I'm...
'Cause, 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 'cause
these are not issues which I am prepared to discuss on a public platform. These are issues which have to be discussed internally.
The sense I'm getting from what you're saying is that there is a divide in the party between the Bhushans on one side and Arvind Kejriwal and his group on the other. Am I right at least in saying that there is a growing divide and you today are embarrassed to actually admit it in public, unlike your father who's come out with it? And does that trouble you, that a party that you all tried to set up is now virtually breaking apart?
You see, as I said, there are issues, there are problems within the party. These problems need to be decided and ironed out, and I am hopeful that they will be ironed out after the elections.
Can I raise one of those issues, because you were speaking about it, I saw a little while ago, which is candidate selection. Is that what troubles you, that there are people who've been taken in from other parties, people whose track record you believe is questionable? Is that one of these issues that is troubling you, or is it simply that you believe that, or your father believed that Mr. Kejriwal is running the party now like a one-man show?
No, there were complaints about the candidate selection, and therefore those complaints were referred to our internal Lokpal, Admiral Ramdas, and he examined those complaints and he gave a decision by which he said that 2 of these candidates at least need to be replaced, and if in future something more is found out about the other candidates, then they would also have to be replaced. But
Bhushan being a little more diplomatic than his father has been, who's been scathing in a way in his criticism of the Aam Aadmi Party. So is the Aam Aadmi Party a house divided? Is the next big question that I want to raise. Joining me in my face-off, Shazia Ilmi, formerly with the Aam Aadmi Party, now with the BJP, and Ashutosh, former candidate of the Aam Aadmi Party and a member of their core committee. Appreciate both of you joining us. Ashutosh, will you concede that what has happened today is a huge embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party? Your senior leader, Shanti Bhushan, one of the founders of AAP, virtually being dismissive of the chief ministerial claims of Arvind Kejriwal.
See, Rajdeep, let me be candid on the issue, and I must admit that I must say this, that yes, it is a little bit embarrassment for us, because if Mr. Shanti Bhushan has certain issues and he has certain strong views, as he is known for his hard and the strong views, he should have discussed these issues in the party forum, but he decided to talk to the press, and let me also tell you that he is a very respected person of the party. We have a huge respect for them, for him, and I can only say that whatever he has said is not the party view. Party has a different viewpoint, and which is not shared by Shanti Bhushan.
But he's your patron. He's your patron. When your patron says something, when your patron says something like this, it is more than just, you know, it's not ordinary dissent. It's like your senior most leader virtually questioning the credibility of your chief ministerial candidate.
No, Rajdeep, let me also say this, that there is nothing called patron in my party. We have just only 3 positions. One is a national convener, second is a national secretary, and third is the national treasurer. Plus, we also have a PAC and the national executive and the national council. Plus, there is an internal Lokpal, which is headed by Admiral Ramdas. There's nothing called patron in the party. I don't know from where you have got this impression. Yes, we agree that he is a senior most member of the party. He's a founder member of the party, and he has been a very, very senior person. We all have a tremendous respect for him, despite he has uttered these words in public today, but still the respect for him hasn't come down. But the only thing is that we would have preferred if he had raised these issues in the party forum and would have discussed, the party would have discussed these issues.
Can I just take that to Shazia Ilmi? Shazia Ilmi, you must be smiling today after a long time and saying, I told you so. That there is a high command culture is what is being suggested implicitly by Shanti Bhushan, that Arvind Kejriwal has gone astray. You must be smiling because you have often been claiming this when you joined the BJP today.
I have not been claiming this, I have been suffering this, like many volunteers and many splinter groups and many regular volunteers. So there's nothing to smile or smirk about. It's a sad been very disappointing. Some of us put our lives out there. We took insults from everybody. I remember going from channel to channel, doing from one dharna to the other, getting people to speak about Jan Lokpal. We were called all kinds of names. There's nothing to smile about.
Was
it is so sad that the movement we stood for something, and this is what's happening. I heard Prashant ji very carefully. I've been in touch with him. Prashant ji is a team player. He's quiet. He is deeply afflicted by this. Let me assure you. Not once did he say. In fact, you heard him categorically say that there are issues.
He says there are issues, but when I asked him earlier today about whether joining the BJP was the answer or whether Kiran Bedi was his favoured candidate, he said no. He insisted that the BJP was not the solution. Even if he was disillusioned with AAP, joining the BJP like you have is not the solution. That's what he claimed to me.
Yes, Prashant ji, exactly. Prashant ji, and whatever little I know of him, and you can ask him later and check with him, would never do anything that would give the benefit to either BJP or Congress.
Like you have
now
given.
He's keeping quiet and waiting until the elections.
Like you have given.
Yes, like I have done. Exactly. I have made my choice. Absolutely. I have made my choice very clear. Absolutely clear. And I'm very happy to be in the BJP. You want me to say it again? I say it again. I've had a change of heart and I'm with the BJP. Rajdeep, I know it hurts you a lot. It pinches you a lot. But I will say it again. You've asked me again and again. Yes, I'll say it again and again. If you call me opportunist, I will take it. I think the whole country, even if they vote for Modi, you'll call all of them Avzarwadi and opportunists. Yes, I think the entire country has decided to be very opportunistic. And support BJP.
You know, Ashutosh, the problem which is being suggested, and Shazia Ilmi and others have been saying, is that AAP has been captured by a few individuals, that Arvind Kejriwal is now his own high command, that you all have objected in the past to Congress high command, to the RSS being an extra constitutional authority in the BJP, but that there is, even within the AAP, not this democracy that you speak about, but a high command culture.
See, Rajdeep, let me first answer what the Shazia Ilmi has been saying. Shazia Ilmi has been talking about there is a differences in the party. Yes, there is a difference in the party, and every party which is democratic will have a differences. Let me also remind Shazia Ilmi, who just joined joined BJP on 13th September 2013. The Lalkis Advani, the tallest leader at that point of time, when Narendra Modi was to be anointed as a prime ministerial candidate, he wrote a letter and he boycotted the party, the parliamentary board battle. He wrote a letter. In that letter, he mentioned and he said the party has deviated from the ideological positions of Mukherjee, Lalkis, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Deen Dayal Upadhyay.
No,
and the party is now
so Shanti Bhushan has done an Advani. So Shanti Bhushan has done to AAP. Shanti Bhushan has done to AAP what Advani did to the BJP. He's reminding you that maybe you've gone astray. And will you then take disciplinary action against him? Or will you say, no, he's a senior leader, we don't want to touch him?
No. So what I wanted to say that every party, if it is a democratic party, if it is not a dictatorial party, will have difference of opinion. Difference of opinion does not mean that the people in the party are enemies to each other. And the differences also ensure that there is a dynamism in the party. What I'm trying to tell you is that if Lalkis Advani had said in 13 September 2013, his statement has to be taken with a pinch of salt. Today, even the Shanti Bhushan statement should be taken with a pinch of salt. You have talked about that Aam Aadmi Party also has a ala command culture. I very strongly differ on that.
Why did Shazia Ilmi leave? Why did the likes of Shazia Ilmi and others leave? Why did they leave? Why do you believe they left?
Let me complete, Rajdeep. Rajdeep, let me complete. Everybody knows in the party that Arvind Kejriwal didn't want to contest all 400 seats plus. He just wanted few 40-60 seats. But it is the party which prevailed upon him, and finally Arvind Kejriwal has to succumb to the pressures of the party member, and finally Aam Aadmi Party contested more than 400 seats. If Arvind Kejriwal has been a dictator, the party would have contested only 40-50 seats, but unfortunately being the national convener, he has to take the blame, and he took that blame. So what I'm trying to tell you that Shazia Ilmi has talked about the internal democracy and all that. I think Shazia Ilmi, we all should go to the RK Puram where she has contested election. We should also go to the Ghaziabad where she has contested election, and you will get to know what volunteers think about her in the RK Puram as well in the Ghaziabad.
No,
so everybody has a different viewpoint. If anybody is working with somebody, they will have certain subjective opinions.
Can I therefore come to you, Shazia Ilmi? Is this simply this simply two views of the way the Aam Aadmi Party has to move forward? One is the Arvind Kejriwal view, one is the view of Shanti Bhushan and others who emerged from India against corruption, who may be uncomfortable with the idea that the Aam Aadmi Party is now so overtly political. I'm just wondering whether there are two different ways in which the Aam Aadmi Party now has to move forward.
Yes, and I think it'll have to be an internal choice, and I think I pretty much agree with Prashant ji on this one, that they will have to take a call as to which way will they go. Will they go back to the same, will they go and flout the very principles on which Aam Aadmi Party was formed and founded, or will they become a Me Too party that it seems to have begun? I would like to tell Ashutosh, who I in the last program, who I reminded, and he called me and you called me a political opportunist, that he came into the party after doing a huge kind of an advertising as a quid pro quo, and he got the Lok Sabha seat. Now he's doing mudslinging on me and attacking me because I spoke the truth and I showed him a mirror. Let me tell you, Ashutosh, what volunteers thought about you when you were hoisted from above, when people queued up. Because you, Aam Aadmi Party, gave the whole, showed the whole mirage of primaries, and people in NSC, Ashok Agarwal, stood in a queue for 2 months for the interview to get a ticket.
I'm getting the sense that the Aam Aadmi Party now is no
which he came in. So I can tell you a lot of things, and I can get all those people. You try to
hold on.
I can tell you hundreds of people.
No, 1 minute.
And all the people, Ashutosh, that you used Farhana Anjum, that you removed from Seelampur, Mattia Mail, Shakil Anjum, the kind of work you made them do and then got them replaced by rich corporators, by Shah Imam Bukhari's relatives. It's shameful how you use simple people, simple Muslims, and worked against their interests. You will not be forgiven for this kind of a change.
Can I ask both of you? No, 1 minute.
I'm in touch with all of them.
No, before both of you become so personal, I want to ask you all. Listening to you all, it appears that the Aam Aadmi Party... So both of you...
I'm not being personal, Rajdeep.
No, 1 minute. I'm going to ask both of you. Just a minute, please.
He wants to become like this.
Just a minute. I want to know from both of you at the end. Is it fair to say today that the Aam Aadmi Party, which claimed that it was going to be a party with a difference, has ended up being, as many political parties do, Ashutosh, party with differences? That the uniqueness of the Aam Aadmi Party has been diluted by the manner now in which it seems at the moment to be getting caught in individual fights. Bhushan versus Kejriwal, Ashutosh versus Shazia Ilmi being two examples.
No, Rajdeep, let me tell you that as a colleague, I have huge respect for Shazia Ilmi. I never wanted to be personal. If it is hurt, if Shazia took it personally, I'm sorry for that, extremely sorry for that. But let me also tell you that don't make it a Bhushan's versus Arvind Kejriwal, something like that. I told you also that if there are differences in the party, that does not mean party is falling apart. This also does not mean that the party do not have a democracy. That there are difference of opinions. Shanti Bhushan has a different viewpoint, but that does not mean the party will not share his opinion. The problem is right now is that everybody is journalizing. You are also trying to journalize the issues. Aam Aadmi Party is different. Aam Aadmi Party is contesting elections and just by spending 20 crores in the... Can you imagine any other political party spending this kind of money? MLAs are spending from other political parties more than 20 crores in one constituency.
Can I therefore end?
Ashutosh, who is the state convener of the Delhi, is hopping from one metro to the another metro, going from one Jan Sabha to another Jan Sabha. Can you imagine any other party president doing something like that?
Can I therefore, just a minute,
Aam Aadmi Party has an internal Lokpal. Which other party has internal Lokpal? Which other party has denied the tickets on the very last day of the nomination? Aam Aadmi Party has done it. There's no comparison.
You're saying no comparison. I want to give Shazia the final word. While the Aam Aadmi claims it's a party with a difference because it's running the campaign in Delhi with just 20 crores, how is the BJP, which you've joined, a party with a difference? Can you tell me? Isn't the BJP also having differences that are out in the open? The workers who have not got tickets are are openly sort of criticizing the leadership. Please tell me the one difference that you notice in the BJP compared to Aam Aadmi Party, and I'll end the discussion there.
You know, I would not deny that there have been differences.
No,
over
I want to know how is the
decades,
BJP different to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Tell
How is
me
the
one
BJP
election.
different?
Yeah, I'm answering. Tell me one election at any time, whether it's state or centre, where any party has not faced this, and Aam Aadmi Party is also facing that. One big difference that I see in BJP as compared to Aam Aadmi Party, that I see a more inclusive approach. I see them giving a chance to others, like they have to Kiran Bedi, for the need of the party to deliver them and take them towards good governance. Yes,
Ashutosh
corruption
says
is
Aam
not
Aadmi Party is
tolerated
spending
at all.
20 crores.
Good
How much is
people
the
are getting a
BJP
chance.
spending?
Older, yes, sir.
Ashutosh
Let me
says
finish.
Aam Aadmi Party is spending 20 crores. How much is the BJP spending? Give me a rough figure.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with Ashutosh at all, and anybody who lives in Delhi would not believe him. If you see the sites, MCD, NDMC, all the advertising, hoarding, bus stops and private sites.
Shazia, you
2
know,
months, we've just seen
you have been in Aam Aadmi
hoardings,
Party, you know
radio
Aam Aadmi
jingles
Party
only. Let me finish.
has spent 20 crores
Aam
last
Aadmi
time also,
Party,
and that's not more than
either
this.
of
Let us
Congress
speak,
and
Ashutosh, let us
BJP.
speak.
Collectively, they have much more money. I think they're spending much more than both
Aam
Congress,
Aadmi Party is
BJP
spending more than the
together.
BJP?
Because all you see,
Shazia,
all you
Aam
see, so
Aadmi
it can't
Party
be
is
30
spending more than the
crores.
BJP?
Times of India.
Shazia,
Times-
are you going to tell me
much
Aam
more,
Aadmi
because
Party
you
is
see, you only
spending
see
more money than the
absolutely.
BJP?
Don't you see it, Rajdeep? Don't you live in Delhi? Don't you see the hoardings? Don't you hear the radio?
Okay.
Where is that money coming from?
I'm gonna
Times
leave
of
it.
India had a conservative estimate of 80 crores.
Okay.
So I don't believe this, and neither
Okay.
should you. You should
Okay.
be smarter than that.
Okay, I'll be smarter than that and believe that the Aam Aadmi Party is spending more
Shazia,
money in this election. No, just a minute. Ashutosh, this-
Yes, it is.
No,
It's obvious.
Rajdeep,
It's all
Rajdeep,
around
let me
you.
complete.
It's all around you. You go anywhere, a radius of 1 kilometer, you see huge
Yes.
hoardings. And for
Okay.
2 months we've seen them.
I'm going to leave it
Narendra
there.
Modi's hoardings and now Kiran Bedi's haven't even come out yet.
Okay,
So
we
it
will
is-
wait.
it's
We will wait.
only too obvious.
I will try and get my reporters to raise that question, and find out who is spending more money in this election. But for now, the challenge is before the Aam Aadmi
Rajdeep.
Party. No, hold on. That's it.
Rajdeep,
Ashutosh.
let me
10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's all.
let me respond.
Yes.
Just for 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Rajdeep, I'll request you, depute a reporter and get the entire assessment done about the spending which Aam Aadmi had done on these hoardings. You will not find more than 5
Yes,
crores.
please,
It's
Rajdeep.
not more
I
than
will-
5
Get
I
crores.
am going to do
independent
that.
audit.
Shazia, not to
I
exaggerate.
am going to-
like
I'm
what-
leaving it there.
What
Even the
Ramesh
duplicate
Dubey has been
receipts
doing.
that have been
Switch
doing
off.
the rounds,
I'm
and I've
telling
been
you,
seeing
Rajdeep,
reports
please do that.
myself.
I
Please
will do it
get
and I will test
investigated.
both the parties and we will
Please
find
do.
out who's telling the
Yes,
truth.
that
Shazia
should be.
Ilmi and
Absolutely.